What's going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Ty, the Lego guy here, and welcome to another Lego Star Wars review. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Republic fighter tank. That's set 75342. It has 262 pieces, 6 minifigures, came out in 2022, and it retails for $40 USD. This is a very debated set. Some people love it, some people hate it. We're going to take a look at its positives and negatives and see where it stands. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And we'll start by taking a look at the box art. I have to say I do like it, but I'm not sure where on earth this is supposed to be. It looks like it may be Tatooine. Is it Geonosis? Nobody knows. It is Phase 2 clones though, so they shouldn't be on Geonosis. Overall though, the box art definitely does capture you. It's just a bit odd. On the side of the box, they just show the tank, and then on the back, gets into some of the set's features. And then on this side, just Lego Star Wars. On the top, the Clone Commander. And then on the bottom, just the barcode and all that good stuff. If you know what planet this is supposed to be, let me know in the comments, because it really does look like Tatooine. Let's now take a look at the set itself. Now we've come to the model. We'll give you guys a 360 view of the tank. As you can see, it's a relatively sizable fighter tank. It does have some gaps. It is not perfect, but it does have quite a few things going for it. I feel that this is maybe the best size they've ever made the Republic fighter tank. I think that the 2008 one was too big, although I do really like that one. And the 2018 one was probably too small. This one's the perfect size. Let's now break it down area by area. And the first area that we'll center in on is going to be the front. This is my main complaint with this model. Check out that gap. It's just not a good look. Although I think that the piece is not a bad choice. It just, they need to figure out a way to fill that gap. But you can open up the door like so, revealing a clone. There are a number of stickers on this. These are all stickers. Once applied, they do add some nice detail, but they're kind of a pain. And then moving to the rear of the tank, you'll notice it has two guns on either side. Flick fire missiles. We all know how those kind of work. And then on the back, has another hatch that you can open up. It is a little bit too small for a clone to get inside, but it is nice that they have that. I could imagine a clone crawling in there. There are some wheels on the underbelly, allowing you to kind of drive it around. It works not too bad. Decent drivability. The other thing that this set has is a little hatch where you can stick the Clone Commander. There is a control panel there, as you can see, but this leads me to my other main complaint with this model, which is if you try to seat him down there, you can't close the hatch. You can almost close it, but just not quite, right? So I mean, not the end of the world, but it just would have been nice. Would have added a little bit more realism to it. The other thing that's a bit off about it is if you take a look at these windows, you can't see a clone through there because it's literally built into this midsection right here. It's just kind of unrealistic. But on a positive note, I do like the look of this tank. It's definitely not terrible, and I feel the size is the most realistic when comparing it, to the actual tank from the Star Wars universe. It's basically a nice looking vehicle. It just has some imperfections like that gap. The windows don't quite make sense, and the fact that you can't close the hatch on the clone is a little bit unfortunate. Still don't mind this one. Let's now take a look at the minifigures. And we'll begin by taking a look at the two clones that are included. Just so you know, you do get two of the 187th Clone Legion standard troopers along with the commander. Love the look of these guys. These may be among my favorite clones. Just really like the purple, and we'll just remove his helmet to show off his face printing. It's the same new clone face that we've been getting. And then give you guys a view of their back torso printing. They don't have any back face printing, but they do have some nice back torso printing. The commander kind of throws me off because he looks like an airborne trooper. but I guess he is the commander. Pretty decent looking minifigures overall. Let's now take a look at the final two. And when I heard the rumor that they were going to include Mace Windu in this set, I was kind of like, oh, come on. Like, I have like five Mace Windus already. I'd rather just get another clone. I take it back. Why do I take it back? Check that out. He has clone armor, like from the Clone Wars. There's the Jedi insignia. Love that. Give you guys a view of his other side. Just some more armor. And then you do get 2 standard battle droids, which, I mean, that's kind of nice. Gives them something to fight. Mace Windu was a surprise. Like, I was not looking forward to this. Was looking forward to the rest of the minifigures in this set. Maybe not the battle droids, but yeah, I think this Mace Windu is awesome. He may be my favorite Mace Windu they've ever put out. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Personally, yes, this set is not perfect. As far as the tank's concerned, the way that front door is, it's just a bit wonky. It doesn't completely seal it. Like, you know, there's gaps that still somewhat show through. As far as the size goes, it's pretty well perfect. Like, if you ever played any of the old Battlefronts, or especially like Battlefront 2 from 2005, the size on this is right on. So I don't really think that they could have improved on that. I like the scale of this. It's bigger than the 2018 one, which I felt was too small, but it's smaller than the 2008 one, which I felt was too big. As far as the minifigures go though, this one's amazing. Like, you could not get better minifigures. Even the Mace Windu, like, I was surprised because I just thought it was a generic Mace Windu, but then when I saw he had Clone Wars armor on him, I'm like, this is amazing. So the minifigures are really good. The tank is decent, but again, not perfect. I also don't like the fact that the little hatch on the top can't completely like encase a minifigure. Like, even if you sit him down, you can't place that hatch completely down. So I mean, not really into that. Also, where the windows are is kind of off because there's no clone facing where the windows are, which is kind of weird too. Like, you'd think that you'd be able to see the clone through the window. That's what I'm trying to say. But overall, I think that this set is definitely worth the buy, just solely off the minifigures. And I think the tank is decent. It just could be, yeah, it could be a lot better. But that pretty well does the review. Again, guys, let me know what your personal thoughts are on this one. If you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they could maybe improve on it. But that pretty well does it. But if you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, you know, definitely consider subscribing. And click that bell so you're notified for any future Lego Star Wars reviews, comparisons. We do one every single Tuesday, and yeah, they're a lot of fun, especially when you're dealing with like hundreds of different sets to look over the years. But that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.